it's very important that you protect your investment. So I got a waterproof carrying bag for my X8 SE, and here it is. No, that's not it. Let's get started. Welcome to another Simplistic RC video. Today we're going to be unpacking and reviewing a waterproof carrying bag for the FIMI X8 SE. So we're going to go ahead and pull it out the box here. And this is the X8 SE waterproof carrying bag. I got this from Banggood for less than $20. And here she is. Okay, it has the X8 SE stamp on it. And so nice material. Like the quality of it is it's decent. It's really decent, you know. Like this is two pockets, but actually it's one big pocket with a flap, so you can probably put a small tablet in here. Okay, it's got a pocket in the back, velcro. You've got the two rings on the side, so it must be a strap on the inside. And what I notice here is the zippers have this rubber protection around them. You can see that, how the zipper is. Okay, so that'll protect it against moisture and stuff like that when it drizzles or rains. So that's a good thing. Let's open it up. Double zipper. Okay, so immediately after opening it up, I can see they've got a foam here, cushion, and a strap, and also you have a pocket here. So this is a budget bag here. So they've got better bags than hard shell bags. All right, so there goes the strap here. Okay. It's a nice strap. It's decent for the price of this, under $20. Now, what I'm looking at here is I see the cutout for the FIMI, the controller, two batteries, and more than likely that's the power brick. And you can put your cables and stuff in here. I'm going to show a picture right now. And that is how they suggest for everything to go in here. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to pull this cushion out of here. And we're going to look at this a little bit further, set that aside. So now what I notice is there's some cushion in the material here to give you a little added protection, and you got a little cushion around the sides, not that much, inside that's sewn into the fabric, and also on the bottom. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and put the cushion back in here. And what I notice is everything is going pretty deep, down to about this level right here. Where the battery compartments is and the remote control, and then this pocket here, they're the ones that's going the deepest. Now I see that there's also, this comes out, okay, and we'll talk about that later. All right, so let's put this back in. Put everything back in the way it Okay, so now let's go ahead and try a few things. Let's grab the controller first. So your controller, you just slide it in like that. Now, what I don't like is the antenna sitting up like that, but what I would suggest, because you would have more cushion on the bottom, is to put the controller in upside down. See, because you see that it protrudes a little bit. And then you put this over it and you see it's not flush. So that gives the antennas more protection by putting it in this way. That's the way that I would do it, and the way I am going to do it. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that in. Then my cables here, you know, you can just slide those in here like that. So I think that's a good spot for them. We'll grab the FIMI, and you see this edge here is wider, so that would be the front of it, and it just slides right in, and you can leave the props on, and it goes in with no problems with the props on. Okay, and then that is pretty flush here. You know, it doesn't protrude like the controller does. Now, let's do this. Let's pull the FIMI out, because all I have is one battery. And let's take this battery out. Now, this case has the capability of having 3 batteries, so you can have one on your quad and 2 extra batteries here. So let's go ahead and close that back up. Put the FIMI back into the case. Pops in. Okay, and then you will take your battery and it will go in this way. Fits right in there. Okay. Now, as far as the props are concerned, they're talking about in that picture that I showed you, putting the props in here. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And then they have the power adapter here. And I'm quite sure you can see the problem with that. The problem with that is that the actual cord comes up and it protrudes too far out, and it can be easily damaged that way. You know, if you constantly pushing it and bending it down, eventually there's going to be an internal break in the wires in the power in the charging brick. So I'm not going to put my charging brick here. So that's a con for this case. But I have a solution to it, and I'll show you that later. All right. So as far as the power cord and everything, you know, I would put it right in here, and my memory card maybe, and also probably the manuals. I could put all that right in here, and it shouldn't affect anything. Yeah, that's no problem. It wouldn't damage anything with this extra piece of cushion that it comes with. Okay. Now, with that being said about the charging brick, let's take the FIMI out, and I'm going to set that to the side. And what I'm going to do is pull this extra piece of foam out. Now, before I do that, say for instance that you're going to have a bumpy transport of your drone. You know, it's going to be a little rough. So you can actually take this out, put the FIMI all the way down at the bottom, and then put this on top, which will give you added protection. So that's one thing that you can do. I like that. I'm quite sure that's not what they intended, but I like it. Or this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece of, well, I'm going to keep this piece of foam anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, from things you buy, you always got this foam left over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the battery the charging brick, place it in the bottom, as you can see here, okay? Then I'm gonna cut a piece of foam like this across to hold the battery, to keep the battery from moving forward and hitting the camera here on the bottom. Then I could take the FIMI and set it right on top, and that would be just perfect. So that's my suggestion to this con of this case, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So my charging brick will actually be up under the copter with a piece of foam to keep it in place so that it won't slide and hit the camera, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take that out. Now, with that being said, this pocket here can in turn fit, you can put 4 props in there with no problems, and they will be protected. So I'm going to use this pocket for my props, use the bottom for my charging brick, and everything would just fit just perfectly. And you see the FIMI still fits nice and flush, and all I have to do is take my cover and put it back on. You take your straps, strap it up, pull that a little tighter, close it up, and you're good to go. So now with the outside pockets here, you know, especially with this one with the flap, if you wanted to put a small tablet in here, that would be a perfect spot for a small tablet. You can put it right in there, or you can slide it into this bigger back pouch. Okay, I have a whole set of spare props, you know, so I can take those, and if I wanted to, just slide those right in here with no problem, and then I'm good to go. So my opinion is that for a bag that's under $20 with slight modifications, this is a great bag and it will serve you well. So if you're on a budget and you can't afford, you know, one of the hard shell case bags, then this would be a great bag for you. So I give this bag a 1 thumbs up, and I will be using this bag for my FIMI X8. Well, that's all for this video.